Hello, I am Adol, and today I'll be casting a set between Cong4ever and MrPlanner as part of HUN Wars 2021. And this is the side event, which ranges from 1500 to 2k elo. So on the bottom left side here we have MrPlanner in the teal, who hails from Slovenia and is currently at around 1800 elo. He is very familiar to HUN Wars, no doubt, as he's been playing this for ages. Started playing on GameSpy and has been playing a lot on Woobly. And he was at around 2k on Woobly, so he's up there. He's fairly new to Definitive Edition now, only having played for a couple of weeks now, I think. So he's still getting the hang of the new civilizations and everything, after a 5-year break from Age of Empires 2. And on the right side, we have Cong4ever in the blue. And Cong4ever hails from Norway and is also at around 1800 elo. So this should be a fairly even set. He has also been playing this for ages, mostly on Woobly and a little bit on HD, I think. Though he has been more consistent playing on Definitive Edition. But he is also very familiar with HUNs. I think that it might be one of his favorite civilizations, actually. So, as for the maps, Cong4ever has a really nice base here with a back wood line and some gold, his main gold in the back, and a bush to the side here, which could be hard for MrPlanner to hit. Should be fairly easy to wall, as I said, and though its front is very exposed there. He has 2 gold piles and a stone mine here, which could be crucial for him to defend. He's already starting to push some deer. Only 3 villagers and wood so far. You can see the same from MrPlanner. 3 on wood and pushing deer. And in this tournament you can actually choose between having normal or fast speed. And these players chose to play on fast speed. So it's always a bit more exciting. It can be so much more chaotic this way, which I think makes for more entertaining games. So let's look at MrPlanner's space. Yeah, his berries are in the front, but it's really easy to wall here, so I think MrPlanner has the better map overall. Like, it doesn't have a big exposed front like Kong does. Very easy to wall here. Not getting a second war. Guess found all the sheep by now. So you could either continue pushing some there or scout out to find Cong4ever. Cong4ever continues to push some there. Because he found all his sheep. Okay, yeah, he has just scouting with them, it seems. Let's look at their scouting. This is all a pro scouts, by the way. Leaving very little black area so that it's not missing any sheep or horse or anything important. See, Kong. A bit more black space. But he's already found all his resources, and the few areas that he has in the black here are not typical places to have scouts, I mean sheep. He's actually scouting all his corners and everything here too, with his sheep. So far I think Cong4ever has scouted the most. Though MrPlanner has already found his slumber camp. So he knows that his TC should be somewhere in the corner there. Cong4ever getting a first hit on the scout. They're both going up at 21 population. No, Cong4ever actually going up at 20. Makes sense, because he pushed all there. Okay, Kong went field first, so he should win this scout war. As when you reach the field edge, your scout immediately gets a 2+ attack. It's quick to build a stable, also queuing up some spearmen. Getting us all his upgrades. Meanwhile, MrPlanner is getting his stable up now. This is a very good start for Kong. Putting the pressure on nice and early. Being annoying with spearmen, scouts. Meanwhile, MrPlanner is queuing up spearmen of his own. Queuing up at least one scout for now. Kong lost his initial scout there. That was pretty badly wounded already. MrPlanner is actually 2 villagers ahead. I wonder why. Maybe Kong has had some idle time. Okay. So far it's looking better for MrPlanner. Both players getting their farms up. Oh, MrPlanner now is in woodline. Sorry, Kong's woodline. Should be able to snipe one villager at least before running up. That was a good snipe by MrPlanner. Have some poking fights going on there. Took down one scout. Okay, it's getting intense now. Planner now putting down a archery range. No range yet for Cong4ever. Oh, nice quick wall there. Ooh, that was a close one. Good one by Cong4ever. They're now around the same amount of villagers. So I assume MrPlanner has had some idle time as well. Okay, so now Kong's dropping down 2 archery ranges himself. MrPlanner adding the second one now. And now Cong4ever is getting the wheelbarrow. I'll just check briefly if MrPlanner has the wheelbarrow himself. Wait, where is it? Okay, no, he does not have wheelbarrow himself yet. So far it's pretty even there. Blacksmith going up for MrPlanner. He's going in with a nice combination here of scouts and spearmen. You can say Kong has won the scout war, at least militarily. Kong tries to go for a dive in there, but didn't work out too well. Lost one scout to the TC. Yes, one archer with him, so we can harass those villagers in the wall of Slumber Camp. Targets the gold mine here. It's really good by Kong. But MrPlanner has given up yet. He's setting in archers. Actually killed a spearman and a scout there. Kong wants to tower this. That's a really nice tower on the woodline. Ooh, he actually got the spearman. Okay, MrPlanner getting wheelbarrow now. Screwing up some skirmishers to deal with Kong's archers. This is really great pressure by Kong. Can Planner defend from this? This is hard to call. Kong doing some really good harassment there. These scouts are all very low, so they... Okay. Managed to kill off that scout. MrPlanner seems to have defended him. What? He calls it GG? Okay. Yeah, he's 3 villagers behind. He has a lot of idle time. Kinda makes sense. This was really great pressure by Cong4ever. This was a very classic HUN war, as you would see years ago. There's no walls, just straight aggression, which is what I love to see. Pretty even KD ratios there. Let's move over to game number 2. Anytime now. Oh, that was game number 2. My bad, guys. My bad. It's just a funny order we got them in. Okay. So let's see game number 1 then. I suppose it doesn't matter too much since it's best of 3. Okay. So already this looks like a really pretty good map for MrPlanner. He's got his main goal in the back here. Behind the woodline. Has done mine as well. Yes, as also just nice and close in the back. And his sprays on the side. Should be fairly easy to wall this if you should want to. Meanwhile, Cong4ever has 2 gold mines and his berries in the front. It's like a deadly Bermuda Triangle again. This could be a critical point to attack for MrPlanner. He does have like a trio of woodlands there, so he has some options at least. Slightly harder to wall maybe. Not too much worse than MrPlanner's base. We'll see what they'll do with this. We're seeing both players going with 3 villagers on the wood. Which suggests they'll be going for scouts. Which makes perfect sense as HUNs, making use of their 20% faster producing stables, or working stables, as they don't only produce knights and scouts faster, they also upgrade faster. Kong is pushing some ostriches again. No ostriches being pushed yet from MrPlanner. He chooses rather to scout his opponent Kong nice and early. Takes a little bit of damage there on the TC. Kong going forward to make a second army camp. And he's already going up at 21 population. MrPlanner actually went up at 22, which is not too common these days. But I still think it's a very solid pop to go up at. It might not be the fastest, but you have a decent economy and you have some leniency and flexibility. Cong4ever getting dog attacks right away, and then what's color? MrPlanner being annoying with the scout head. He has to run from the spearman. Both players going scouts. No farms yet for Cong4ever. It's kind of weird to see. Usually we'll see a couple farms being made in Dark Age at this population. Though I did push his ostriches, so I'll take that back actually. You don't need them that fast when you're pushing ostriches. Kong might lose his villager that his wallet. That's too bad. So Cong4ever actually tried to value space this game, but MrPlanner is quick to put on the pressure. Both making scouts and spearmen. Looks like Cong4ever might lose another villager ahead. 2 wheels down at this stage. That's a disaster. Kong can't be too confident with this one. We did lose 2 wheels pretty early last game too, and he won. So you never know. It's now walling with 4 villagers. He really wants those walls up now. MrPlanner making more scouts. But Kong managed this to quick wall just in time. 8 farms by now. Wow, and MrPlanner got a lot more farms by now. 14 farms. So behind that aggression, he's been managing his economy very well. And of course, he's since he's the aggressive player in this one, he doesn't have to spend wood on walls either, so he can afford more. But Kong at least doesn't have to worry about having more villagers sniped. Going for 2 archer ranges straight away. Obviously 1 range from MrPlanner. Making some preemptive walls there around the lumber camp. He's now adding the 2nd archer range. And a 2nd gold mine. You can see Kong getting wheelbarrow now. Might want to go up soon. Queuing archers. Not much in queue for MrPlanner at the moment. Kong loses his scout head. Or not. Okay, it's very lucky to get away there alive. There's not much left for MrPlanner to wall it actually, so we might as well do it. Should recognize this. Okay, so MrPlanner is now going to the castle edge. Should reach it in a very decent time. Kong is a bit off, as you can see. It's a bit slow with the farms. But I might still make some aggression work here. His planner is off yet, still pretty open and exposed. It's actually a big chunk of time here where he could have hit the planner. Because right now he only has three scouts. Well, he is queuing some archers, but he could have been more aggressive. Kong. He's not going forward. It's a decent army ahead. I'm actually going for a second stable. 2 rangers and 2 stables. That's kind of weird. You don't see that too often at this level. Cong4ever with the archers and fletching. Gotta snipe there. Might make some more damage. You could do a lot of damage on this gold mine there. Okay, he runs away. And there's just another villager. And another one. Nice, so 3 down for MrPlanner. But he seems to lose his army here at this point. I still think he got pretty good value out of that. So it's fairly even now, I think. So, Kong is a bit late to castle now. He's going for a 3rd archer range, so he might go for cavalry archers. MrPlanner seems to opt for knights at this point. Yeah, he doesn't have the armor upgrades with archers, so I doubt he'll be going either archer nor cavalry archers. We do see it from Kong. Okay, so now the pressure is back on Kong. Kong makes a 4th range behind this. Blocks off the knight's access. Goes for a stone gate there. He realizes he has to keep making crossbows. I guess he's going all in crossbows then. I guess he was kind of forced to anyway, being kind of late to castle edge. Oh man, this can be dangerous for Kong. Making stone walls behind this. Will he be able to quick wall this in time? Come on, Kong. No. MrPlanner managed to reach through. He has a lot of crossbowmen, but the knights are just so powerful early castle edge. So Kong should be able to clean this up. At least for now. He has all the armor upgrades, as well as bloodlines. Oh man. Doing this a little damage here, but there's some nice walls. Oh man. Not looking too good for Kong. Just so much damage being done there. You can see MrPlanner already being 11 villagers ahead. He is having a second TC too though. And at this low amount of crossbowmen, he may never manage to chase him away either. Yeah, this is a disaster for Kong. He has so much damage all around. MrPlanner making very good use of his nice mobility there. Man, he's so unlucky with quick wall here. Yeah, at this point I think it looks rather GG. Got to applaud Kong for trying. Ah, man, I forgot to lock the gate before repairing it. That's very considerate and inclusive of him. Very progressive. Yeah, so Kong did pretty good up until MrPlanner managed to get through. Was a bit late to Castle Edge compared to MrPlanner, as you see. Okay, let's move to the next game. The deciding game. Let's see. Okay, game 3 between Kong and MrPlanner. This time, MrPlanner chose to play as red. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the map set. MrPlanner is kinda exposed to this front head, his main gold and bushes. So this will be a critical area for him to defend. This side should be fairly easy to wall. Straight up. Yes, some nice far apart resources in the back. Bit far away for a lumber camp though, so you might put a lumber camp in this woodland first. We'll see. A much better map for Kong, I would say. Easier to wall, more compact, so less to wall. Maybe I shouldn't think so much about the walling because it sounds. Maybe that just shows my playstyle more than anything. Okay, so MrPlanner placing the first lumber camp now at this side. Going for the closest woodlands. So Kong's berries are pretty exposed to the front there. And these clung of resources of stone and gold are kind of exposed. Like, it would be really good for MrPlanner to place a tower here, for example, denying all these resources. Three node again for both players. Kong being active with pushing there. No dare pushing yet for MrPlanner. And we got a scout fight in slow motion. Kong loses the scout fight. Kong now getting a loom. Going up at 21 population. to go for. I don't know why Kong is slightly behind there. It's more idle time, I assume. Oh no. Yes, sorry, never mind, sorry. I just thought about the scout. Kong going forward with 2 villagers. What's he gonna do? Is this too far out for a wall? Is he gonna make forward buildings? Okay. That's a really far way to go to make a barrack. Okay, so he might want to wall this whole section here. Kind of strange, I think. Just 1 lumber camp for Cong4ever. Since its suns is not too bad. You don't need as many villagers and wood as you would with other civilizations, so you don't need to build any houses. Okay, so Kong going for... Yeah, okay, no, it makes sense. He's going for some forward military buildings, I think. That he can later use to make towers, maybe? But he has... Yeah, oh, he hasn't found him yet. Ah... The 2 archer rangers said? Like, yeah. Should be in either corners, right? So it's not a bad position. But man, I would rather have the scouting intel than pushing there. But he lost the scout in the scout fight, right? So it's kind of a disaster for him. MrPlanner knows where everything is. He breached the wall here, just so annoying. You can't do any damage with that 1 scout anyway. But he has no awareness of what Kong is doing. He hasn't even found his barracks. So this could play out very nicely for Cong4ever. He's now sending forward the spearman, trying to find his base. Come on, he's got this little area, come on. Planner trying to snipe a villager, I think, and he lost a scout. His initial one, I assume. This is a lot of straggler trees being chopped down far away. Kinda sloppy. And he has no gold mine either yet. He's going all in trash, it seems. What's this, a mock tower? Okay, so Kong is going all in trash here. Oh man. Ah, I lost a villager there. It's hard to pay attention when fighting on 2 sides. And lose a second villager. Oh, that's really bad. But Kong's being pretty annoying here. So consistently in this set, Kong has lost 2 villagers pretty early on. But they still come out decently enough. I'm not paying attention. Might lose some more villagers here. Ah, he got a villager from MrPlanner on the front and is placing a tower. Being pushed off 2 farms and the berries. Not too bad value. It might have been better overhead. The 9 go for woodline, berries and the gold. Okay, so Kong has lost another villager. He shouldn't lose more. Kong might kill another villager ahead to even it up. Another villager down. 2 down for MrPlanner and 3 down for Mr. Kong. He's being denied a lot of wood there. But at least he has 2 armor camps, so it's not too bad. He has another one to escape to. That's controlled by Cong4ever, targeting the scouts with the spearman. This is really good by Kong. just with trash units. Like, imagine if these were archers. You could do so much more damage to these villagers. This game could quickly go either way. But it's a bit harder to be in the offense than defense, I think. Because you have to go back and forth. While if you're defending, you have everything in one screen, usually. Cong4ever being annoying, walling in the tower. These are all also too good at just being idle. So you should either go home with them fast or get some stone at home to make another tower, maybe. Like if he had continued with towers in this game, I think he could do super good. If he had towered this wood line and then just pressure this one, it would be very good for him. I think towers are extremely underestimated in DE, despite their nerf to their HP. It used to be at 950 or 1k HP before, but now they're only at 700. That's still not a problem if you just wall them like HUN did. MrPlanner being annoying at one space. Now we'll make some quick walls. Just in time. I think when you go for a sort of aggressive approach like HUN did here, you should probably make these quick walls preemptively. If Kong did so, he wouldn't have lost those 4 villagers like he did. They're both going for a lot of skirmishers there. Looks very much like a classic HUN war. Indeed. Again, MrPlanner with a lot of farms. Kong lagging a little bit behind with the farms now. Slotting some wood, as you see. It's actually taking gold from MrPlanner. That's interesting. MrPlanner can just go in with this skirmishers and kill everything. He doesn't have to worry about a single tower without anything garrisoned inside, when the only unit he has is skirmishers. Kong getting armor for the skirmishers. Still very low on resources, so he's not going up anytime soon. He has dropped here, though. And some villagers are going astray automatically. MrPlanner trying to wipe out Kong's little front there. MrPlanner managed to snipe another villager. And he's getting a wheelbarrow. And he should be able to go up pretty soon. This many farms working. 24 farms. Doesn't seem like Cong4ever is paying attention here. It's not too good. Should make another lumber camp. Okay, noticed. He's not making a stable. So he wants to add stables now. I mean, sorry, scouts. Which makes sense when you're playing against that many skirmishers, but I think the feudal play is kind of over at this point. Could do a lot of damage there. MrPlanner now coming with his own army to Kong's base. The villagers are going down rapidly. Yeah, I would heavily favor MrPlanner's position at the moment. He's a lot ahead in terms of villagers. He wants to block off the skirmishers. They didn't make it on time. Kong is forced to stay in field edge and to deal with his skirmishers. Having nothing to really defend himself with. It's starting to look GG, unfortunately, for Mr. Kong. But he's gonna regroup with his scouts, so this should still be a good fight for MrPlanner. And clean it out. Yeah, I think I would call it GG as soon as MrPlanner hit cast stage. And now knights are gonna come. Clean out the army. And it goes GG. And wishes MrPlanner good luck next game. Or next set, I mean. So that was a pretty interesting game there. All in trash by no, not trash, but all in trash by Kong. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. Maybe he just forgot to put villagers in gold. MrPlanner managed to defend it pretty well, while also putting pressure on Kong's base. And I think that's what killed Kong, the pressure at his own base. If he had managed to pay attention and not lose those villagers so unnecessarily, I think he could have been pretty well off. And if he had continued with towers, I think that would be really good for him. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. This was a really even set from what I saw. We played very similarly. So yeah, thanks for watching. GG. WP.